The Canon EOS 5D Mark II comes with a 21.1 megapixels full-frame CMOS sensor, a Digi4 processor, ISO range up to 25,600, a 3-inch LCD with resolution of 920K dots, live view, 9-point autofocus and 6 assist autofocus points, continuous burst mode up to 3.9 frames per second, and when shooting with a UDMA card, up to the card capacity. The 5D Mark II also offers Full HD movie recording, a first for full-frame cameras. With the Canon EOS 5D Mark II lens kit, we have the instruction manual, software CDs, power cord, AV cord, USB cable, neck strap, rechargeable battery, battery charger, lens hood and soft case for the lens are 24-105, and of course the Canon EOS 5D Mark II. Picking up the Canon EOS 5D Mark II, initially it feels exactly the same as the 5D, same dimension, same weight. Of course there are key physical differences such as the LCD. We now have a 3-inch LCD with high resolution 920K dots as opposed to the 2.5-inch 230K previously. On the mode dial, we also have some obvious changes. We now have 3 custom settings as opposed to 1, and also the addition of the Creative Auto live view button is also a new addition. Turning on the camera, we have sensor cleaning. Accessing the menu, we see that the menu interface is the same as all the other latest DSLRs such as the 1DS Mark III and the 50D, which is very different from the previous 5D interface, obviously, as the 5D is almost 3 years old now. You have camera settings, playback settings, general settings, advanced settings, as well as my menu settings. In the advanced settings you have, for example, in exposure, you can set whether to open up the ISO expansion. What this means is that with ISO expansion set to off, you can only reach a maximum of ISO 6400. But once it's turned on, you have 2 extra settings of high 1 and high 2, which gives you a maximum of 25,600. Other options of course include bracketing auto cancel, bracketing sequence, safety shift, etc. To use live view, we must first go into settings and enable the live view function. Now we can enable it for stills only or for movie as well. And the display could be for still display, exposure simulation, or movie display. Once this is done, we can access the live view function, where then by using autofocus we are now in the quick autofocus mode, obviously. To change it to other modes, we have live mode and also live mode with face detection. In the case of live mode, autofocus would take longer. At the moment I'm too close to the box, so autofocus is taking longer than usual, and obviously I'm not getting the correct focusing. However, if we want to take video, instead of pressing the shutter button, we can press the select button and you see that recording takes place. Now one thing to note is that during recording, video recording, focusing is not automatic, so you actually have to manually adjust as you take your footage. Pressing it again stops the recording. The 5D also offers the CA mode, which is a creative mode, auto mode. As you can see, the creative mode, CA mode. Now what this does is that it's a function for newbies to DSLRs where they may not be so familiar with some of the settings such as ISO or aperture and so forth. So by accessing the creative auto, they can actually decide, okay, I want the background to be more blurred or sharp if they want a more bokeh effect or a more crisp effect. They can also set the exposure to darker or brighter, whether they want standard exposure, smooth skin tones, vivid blues and greens. This is to have different colors. The size of the image, single shooting, continuous shooting or timer. While the creative auto function is very useful for beginners and those who are not too familiar with DSLR settings, it does ask the question of what it's doing on the 5D Mark II. And the reason may very be that because of DSLR's popularity with a lot of entry-level users. By having this function in the 5D Mark II, a lot of people may be able to benefit from the powerful technologies in this camera, such as the full HD recording, which is, at least for now, not available in any other model in the Canon range.